Alright, so in today's video we're gonna replace the steering angle sensor. Let me show you right here what you need to do this job. Sorry about the noise, my neighbor is cutting the grass, but need a light because you're going to be crawling underneath the dashboard, a ratchet of some sort with 13mm socket, a Phillips screwdriver to undo the lower part of the dashboard. There's like 3 or 4 bolts, and then a pry bar to pry off the steering like spindle. I think that's what it's called. This one also helps, and you need a 13mm wrench to hold the nut, and then with this you undo the bolt. And of course you need a replacement steering angle sensor. I got this off of my donut car, so I had some practice. I don't think there's any video out there showing this procedure on the E39, probably because the job is very, like, it's not difficult, but the place is very tight, so you have to crawl underneath the dashboard and there's barely enough space to put your hands in there, let alone film it. So I'm going to try my best to film it and show you, because it is very easy to screw it up, because this there's splines at the beginning of the shaft and in the after that. So the first set of splines, that's where the steering spindles bolts on, and then the second set of splines, that's where the sensor bolts on. If you don't put them right, you're gonna screw it up. And they're like very, I would say, like they're not too tough. Like it's easy to screw it up if you put the bolt in the wrong place. I'll show you. I'll try to show you. All right, so we're here at the car. I think the most important tool out of all of this is those floor mats. I'm gonna be putting this on here because my back is already broken, and I already broke it more trying to get this thing out of the other car. So I need to lay this down here because you're gonna be laying on your back right here to be able to do the job. So the first thing is, well, BMW says that you need to disconnect the battery, but I think they just say that about any job that involves electronics. So I'm gonna keep my battery connected, just mainly because I need to move the seats. I think my seat is all the way. Oh no, it's not. Move the seat all the way back. And then we gotta move the steering wheel. It's weirdly in the BMW instructions, it says that you need to remove the steering wheel, which 100% you don't need to do that. I mean, probably, actually it doesn't even help you at all. Like maybe it gives you better access in and out of the car. That's about it, because the thing is right like down here. Why would you need to remove that? It's kind of weird. Anyway, so we're gonna proceed by removing these wooden trims, and then we're gonna remove the lower part of the dashboard. It's ideally to use a plastic one. I'm gonna actually go grab my plastic pry tool. Place and get it out. The easy part is done. Now is the difficult part. Now let me show you first. So this is the connection right here for the angle sensor. So I'm just gonna, it pulls out. It doesn't have any clips or anything, it just pulls out. And then here is that screw right here That's a bolt with the nut that you need to release, and then the sensor is back here. It's this thing with the yellow painting on it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna push that whole thing, and we're gonna push it back, or like, I guess you can say front, to the front of the car. And then we're just gonna, the sensor is not held by anything, it just sits there, so we're just gonna wiggle it out. All right, nice. I hope you can see. All right in my face. All right, there's a pin right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to zoom in on it. That's where this square goes into to align the sensor. So to get this out, you have to line these little splines here. Otherwise, you can't get the sensor out. I mean, unless you break it. It's kind of tricky to do, but all right. So we got the old sensor out. Check the splines, they're good. I think they're fine. Let's see if I can grab those. Yep. That is the replacement one. So this box right here goes in that pin, and the pin has a paint on it. That's from the factory. It's very important at this point you don't rotate the steering wheel. I guess I should have marked it before I removed the thing. I think that's as far as it goes. Put this back. Wow. Alright, so we fired up S2P to code the new module. It's used but new to me, but still you have to code it to your car. So obviously you have to know how to use S2P. There's tons of videos on it on YouTube, but do this at your own risk. Because you could mess up your car if you don't know what you're doing. Most importantly is the voltage. I have a voltage regulator hooked up to my car, otherwise you're gonna fry up some modules and stuff like that. Voltage should be at least 13 volts. It's at 14.16 now, and then terminal 30 is at 13.9. So when you first start the season, it will ask you, did you replace a module? And I said yes, and now it's asking me which module I replaced, and it's the LWS, that is the steering angle sensor. We'll hit continue, and then I think I'm gonna pause the video because it's gonna take a while for the next page to pop up. We'll be back. Alright, so on the corner here you have to hit determine measure plan, and then it shows the measure plan now, and you just have to accept, and then it will do its thing. And it says code C here on the LWS. It shouldn't take long if everything goes right. Hopefully it does. Okay, yeah, we have a green check mark now. It means it's done. Now it's just gonna take a long time to just basically finalize everything. It's done coding. It's just gonna, I don't know, like delete the old codes and reset everything. I think after that's gonna ask me to turn off the ignition and wait 15 seconds, then turn the ignition back on. When everything is done, I will show the car, if I'm inside the car, and see if my triangle is gone now. Because actually I didn't talk about that. That's a problem that I had. I had the triangle in the middle of the dash. It was on, and it was reading. I'll put the code on the screen of what it was reading, but it basically was saying that the steering angle sensor was faulty. I know sometimes that could be because of the ABS module. Okay, now it's saying turn off the ignition. Let me go turn off the ignition. Yeah, sometimes it says that when the the ABS module is faulty, but I didn't have any other codes for an ABS, and my ABS was working just fine. And that problem was intermittent, so it was like coming in and going away by itself, and I reset it a couple of times. It does not go away. If it's on, then it stays on, and it just goes away on its own. I think it's just the module is bad. Now it says insert key. All right. Let me pause the music. Alright, now I think it's saying here wait 15 seconds and it's gonna delete all the codes, and then we'll go check and see if it solves the problem. Yeah, it says here I have other problems. DME WS anti-tampering protection. I had a key that wasn't coded to the car, but it was just for the fob that I was using. I think that's what this is. And this is acoustic transmitter disconnected. Yeah, the gong tone. I had to disconnect it to remove the lower dash. Delete full codes. No. Alright, full codes still present. Yeah, I know. Alright. So this should be done now. It just needs to, if you're using S2P, I think you already know this, but you can't just close it right away. You will break the software. You have to wait for it to finish everything, then you can close it. Right, back in the car, moment of truth. Let me go ahead and start it. See what happens. Turn the ignition on, turn the radio off. Start the car. Good, no triangle, so we fixed the problem. Yep, everything seems to be working fine. I'm gonna button back out, put everything back in here, and take it for a test drive, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, I just took the car for a spin around the neighborhood. Everything is good. The steering wheel is 100% straight. No lights back on. Everything looks awesome. So if this video helped you out, please like, share, and subscribe. That's the most important thing. Please subscribe to this channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.